Hey coin collectors, and welcome to the DC Coin World International Coin Channel. Today it's a 1958 Lincoln 1-cent coin from the United States of America. You can see it says "In God We Trust" above Lincoln, Liberty behind him back here. The date's in front of him under his chin. This is a 1958, D for Denver. And then if we tip it way up, we can see down in here, right above the tip of my pointer, a V, a D, and a B for Victor David Brenner. This is the last year of the Lincoln wheat ears penny. So we flip it over, we see those wheat ears on the back. It says "E pluribus unum" at the top, 1 cent here in the middle, United States of America. The wheat ears are one of the ways you can determine the quality of these coins, by how clearly you can see the lines and how defined the wheat ears are. They made this coin at Philadelphia, which is the one over here with no mint mark. They made it at Denver, which is this one where you saw the D mint mark. They didn't make any at San Francisco in 1958. They had stopped making them in 1955, and they didn't make them again until 1968. Well, in 1958, at the Philadelphia Mint, they made some coins that had some of the most incredible double dies you ever see, and one of those coins sold for over $1 million. Let's take a look at it. On January 22nd, 2023, Great Collections Auction sold a penny for $1.136,250, and this is it right here. It is the 1958 double die obverse graded by PCGS at an MS65 red. When we magnify it up, we can see that there's some incredible doubling in the "In God We Trust" here. It's doubled almost all the way across, even a little bit in the T, and then the kicker is down here where we see that the Liberty down here is also amazingly doubled. It doesn't go over to the date, but this is just a really good coin, really good detail, and this is essentially a one-of-a-kind for the MS65 red, and there are two others that are MS64 that sold for over $300,000. All right, so it's kind of a big deal, and it's a tremendous amount of money. And if you want to get some of everything and make yours a full penny collection, then you need to get that penny now, because it is a clearly recognized variety of the 1958 penny. At the Philadelphia Mint, they made $253 million. They found 7 so far Mint State 67 pluses, and those are worth $6,500 without any error or double die on them. At the Denver Mint, they made $801 million, and they found one Mint State 68 red, and that's worth between $3,000 and $5,000. If you want to go down a little bit in levels on these, you get down to a Mint State 65 for the Denver. You can get one for about $7, and a Mint State 65 for the Philly, you can get it for about $9. And Mint State 65 is a good quality coin, and there's plenty of them around. They are readily affordable. Now, the wheat ears pennies have a history of different double die varieties, including the famous 1955 double die. The 1955 double die is much easier to purchase and much cheaper. You may be able to find one for in the hundreds of dollars rather than in the hundreds of thousands. Of course, in 1957, they had their own version of the messy coin, and look at this one here. Look at the 9 and the 5 on this one. This is the famous BIE version, where there's material between the B and the E, and it makes it into a BIE. And in some of these, you actually have a filled B, like this. Instead of going over in between, it went right on the B. Then here's another one here, where you have just this little tail on the E. So, 1957, they had an interesting variety also. The next year, 1959, they came out with the Memorial reverse. And so this is a 1959 coin here. Here's a 1959 Philly right here. Just a beautiful coin. And then this was how they changed the back, and they put this Lincoln Memorial on the back. So you see they changed things around a little bit. United States of America around the top instead of in the middle. 1 cent instead of the top at the bottom. And E pluribus unum instead of around the top, right above the Lincoln Memorial. And then, of course, over here we have some new initials, because Victor David Brenner designed both sides of the wheat ears cent, and Frank Gasparo designed the back of the Lincoln Memorial. They kept the Victor David Brenner initials, the VDB initials, on the front for the Lincoln Memorial cent. All right, that's all we have today from DC Coin World International Coin Channel. We'd love to have you subscribe to our channel and leave any comments you have in the comments section.